What is going on, everybody? We're on the ground here in Washington Dulles. We got a brand new schedule coming to you. Let's take a look at it real quick. We decided this on the last episode. Who's this over here? Is that us? No. Going up to Du Bois there. Very nice. Let's see, schedule. Let's take a look. This is going to be our first flight. We're going to head up to Williamsport. We just got this base back. We had it a long time ago, but now we have it back again, then back to Dulles, then over to Morgantown, then back to Dulles, and to Morgantown, back to Dulles, to Du Bois, back to Dulles, to Bradford, and then back to Dulles. We're going to see a lot of Dulles over the course of these next few flights, but also get to see some new airports like Williamsport, which will be cool too. I wish Lancaster was in this. That'd be cool. But Williamsport it is. Let's jump inside the airplane here then and try to get some things started up. We're going to go ahead with the battery on and an avionics 1 and 2 on as well. And we're going to get the nav lights on there too. So standby power can stay off for now. The starter can definitely come off for now. Oh wait, was it off? Okay, it was. All right, never mind. It looked on. Sorry. That can definitely stay off for now. And then we'll just go with some switch lights there, just a little bit of that. There's our AC and our heats and stuff there as well. We'll go fully cut off with that and fully feather as well. Coming down to the G1000, I guess, not the FMC, but we'll look at the flight plan and we're going to twist it twice, hit it, Dulles to Williamsport, activate, enter, and procedure. Let's check out the weather here in Dulles. The weather in Dulles is currently... winds are 190 at 3, so that makes our departure pretty straightforward. We'll take 19 left, honestly. It's pretty much right there. Do we have a departure procedure? Does it want us to fly one? We'll just go no departure. Can I just not? 19 left. I mean, I guess it looks like it works. I don't know. I'd just rather not really do any of them, I guess. Is Jerry's a waypoint that I have? Mike Romeo Bravo. Let's take the Capital One. It looks like that's just radar vectors. Charge Sid, Capital One. Yeah, it's literally just radar vectors. Alright, let's just take the Capital One off 19 left. And we'll go ahead and just load that up. Alright, there we go. So let's also go map options, terrain. We'll turn it... we'll turn it off, honestly. I mean, it's fine. Alright, close up the flight plan. Let's take a look at the Capital One departure. Top altitude's 3,000 on the SID, so we'll go ahead and bug that up. 3,000 quick autopilot test. Probably going to go heading mode. We'll center this up, or put that on that. 191 on the heading out of here. There's 191, and we'll probably go heading select, and then flight level change. We'll scroll that up to 104. Which I guess we should really use 108, because I don't know if this is based off an EX or not. I mean, I think it is, but we'll go 108. It's 108 to the VY and the EX, so go with that. And with that being done, we're pretty much ready for startup. 3,000 is set. Yeah, I think we're pretty much ready to blast on out of here. Let's go ahead and flick the beacon light on. And then we'll throw the prop full forward. And also go ahead with the fuel boost pump, starter, and ignition on as well. And I forgot the fuel tanks again. There we go. And I think we're in cutoff. There we go. Oh my gosh. There we go, first try, huh? Engine instruments are all in the green. Go ahead and leave that there. We'll go ahead and shut off we'll put the fuel boost to norm, starter off, and ignition norm as well. Turn on the standby power, 3012 on the altimeter setting, and let's get the taxi light on. And release park and brake and start rolling on to 19er left. Should probably make a left turn. All right, here we go. Sorry, brother. Let's see, if I pull up charts, will it pull up the... It will. Very nice. There we go. We're back in Dulles. Another kind of interesting thing about the Caravan, I forget exactly what the figures are, but like while you're just turning with the rudder pedals, you get about, I think like 15 degrees of turn or something like that. And then if you actually use the brakes, it increases it all the way up to like 50 degrees or something like that. So pretty cool how wide the difference is. I'm sure it's like that with a lot of planes, but I don't know. This is the first one that I actually learned what the exact kind of numbers are. So it's pretty cool to see like how much braking does help with your turns, I guess. And I think, what's our cruising altitude today? Simbrief had us at 8,000. What does Pilot's Life have us at? That's the most important thing. 7,000. Are we going? Is this to the northwest? Should be even or odd? No, definitely it's east. So we're gonna be yeah, 7,000's fine on the cruising altitude initially here on the Capital One departure. We're gonna climb maintain 3,000, and we'll take the second left here on Kilo. And we'll take Kilo 1 here, no reason to go full length on a 11,500 foot runway. Alright, as we take the runway, let's go ahead and go low idle, or high idle flaps. Takeoff, landing and strobes on as well. Props full forward. Did our governor check and everything like that. And as we roll here, we'll bring it up to 1,000 pounds initially. Engine instruments are in the green. Set takeoff power. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. 70 rotate. Positive rate. And we're above 85. Flaps clean. Go for that VY of 108 now. Airport elevation here was what? 312, so about 700 will be 400 feet. There we go, that's 400 feet. And we can start making our turns as necessary, but for right now, let's say they just gave us a left turn to the east. Left turn to 090. And we're going to put the autopilot on. Climbing to 3,000, got 1,000 to go, 2,000 for 3,000. So they give us climb maintain 7,000 now. $7,000 is set and checked. And we can get our, we're just gonna get the taxi light off for now. And we'll leave the power and everything where it's at. What is this? Mike Romeo Bravo VOR. We'll just take a look at the flight plan and we'll go. Mike Romeo Bravo, we'll go direct to Mike Martinsburg VOR, activate that. And then we'll get out of the flight plan page. And then let's go ahead with nav mode. GPS direct Martinsburg. are just about on course to wreck Martinsburg. Pull that prop back just a touch because it loves to overspeed itself. This doesn't look great. Probably shouldn't have gotten a heading direct into all that. Let's get that heading back. Let's deviate a little bit as much as we can here. I don't know, this isn't showing up on the radar as anything that bad. Let's get a north heading for now. And we'll try to skirt on the outside of this. Looks like it's probably just some clouds, but there's nothing on the radar, like I said. But yeah, the more we can stay outside this, the better. Obviously, we got 1,000 feet to go, 6,000 for 7,000. Might continue on up to 9 just to see if we can get above some of this stuff. We requested 9,000, say from ATC, and they gave it to us. It was set 9,000, 9,000 set confirmed. I don't know, just trying not to get through the heart of this little cell here, whatever this is, but like I said, we're looking all right as of now. Whoa. See, I like the airspaces, but I hate all the freaking waypoints. And we are approaching 9,000. Breaking out of some of this, it's pretty nice. Let's stay to the right. Let's request a little bit more of a deviation. Let's get maybe like a 0.30 maybe. Try to shoot this little hole here, and then hopefully we'll be kind of above it more or less. And reaching cruising altitude, we'll go ahead and pull the power back just a touch. About that 1,700 range, we'll get that prop all the way back to 1,750. So we're kind of direct IPT right now. This routing kind of sucks, to be honest with you. Something that would definitely be kind of realistic, I mean, especially at this point, would be just maybe getting direct Williamsport. You know, I mean, it's not like, let's just get direct Williamsport and then we'll run a, let's get nav mode up, direct IPT. Kind of stayed away from all that, and then we should just be more or less straight ahead from here. So whatever we run into at this point it is what it is. Look at that caravan. Tearing up the skies. Yeah, we'll stay direct Williamsport, stay out all that crap, and yeah, we'll shoot an approach whenever we get there. Other than that, I guess we'll catch you then. All right. Welcome back to the cockpit, everybody, even though pretty much always in the cockpit on this plane. Anyways, we are about 30 miles, 27 miles from Williamsport. I have direct to the field, but we're going to activate vectors to final here very shortly and start this approach. Winds were variable at 5 knots, so we're taking the runway 9 approach. Some high terrain around the field here in Williamsport, so I have terrain selected on the radar, and it should be pretty interesting to see how this goes. Coming into Williamsport and how the airport is modeled to begin with. So we'll see. Let's check out the altimeter here. 3,006 on the altimeter. And I'm probably just going to go ahead and go procedure. And see, I would activate the approach, but I don't want to do... Okay, never mind. We'll go straight to ZAGT. Sure, we'll go straight to ZAGT. And it has the top of descent for us, so we'll just go ahead and go arm the VNAV, and then we'll bug it down to the ZAGT altitude of 4,000. And we'll go ahead with 4,000 is set and confirmed. And we have that top of descent point armed for us, and we'll be ZAGT inbound on the approach at Williamsport. So above the clouds right now, still at 9,000, so it should be interesting. I mean, not necessarily low ceilings, but we're only scattered at 3,200 going into Williamsport. So once we go below this, we should be perfectly fine for the rest. Airport elevation is, let's see, touchdown zone elevation is 521. So 2,000 feet on the traffic pattern if we decide to go visual at some point. But other than that, we will talk to you on the approach. Alright guys, we're getting close, being inbound on this approach. The airport, I think, is right somewhere over there on the other side of this mountain ridge. Minimum safe is 4,000, so I mean, I want to stay away from, you know, just going visual and just kind of ripping over everything. 1,000 to go, 5,000 for 4,000. And then I'm going to set 2,800 for Jippus. 2,800 set and check. It's 4,000 in purple. It's a beautiful approach. I've flown this once in real life. You don't really realize how... There's the field right there. You don't really realize how many mountains there are until you... In real life, I landed on runway 12. And there's a lot of freaking mountains around this airport. So I don't know what the departure procedure out of here is like. Let's see if there's any... There's no ODP or anything. Well, there probably is. Oh, there is an ODP. Okay, so we'll take a look at the ODP whenever we leave here. But yeah, for now, everything looks good. We got 1,000 to go for 2,800, 38 for 28. And let's go ahead with flaps into the landing, the takeoff approach configuration is what it really is. And we'll arm the approach as well. Roll VPath. Hello? There it is, arm the approach. GPS is armed, and then glide path, or GPS is green, and then glide path is armed. We'll go ahead and go prop pull forward now. And one of the other, like I said, in the EX, it only has 2 flap settings. There's takeoff approach, which is 150 knots on the speed, so I think I maybe was a little bit, I might overspend that. And then landing, which is 125 knots. We don't really ever land with flaps in the landing configuration. It's pretty much always in the takeoff configuration, or the takeoff approach configuration. So we'll pull that prop back a little bit. It always overspeeds itself, so it shouldn't do that, but it does. Approaching 2,800. There's our glide path intercepted. Misapproach, climb to 4,300 direct EPI. So we'll go up to 43. Get our taxi light on. And everything's full forward. Mixture's high idle. Or not mixture, fuel cutoff. Fuel selector, I think. We'll autopilot off, hand fly this bad boy in. Try to start slowing down a little bit. That's the beautiful thing about, you know, flying in a Caravan is it's in its element going downhill. Definitely bumpy coming off the mountainside here, so we'll try to make this one as soft as possible. We'll see how she goes. Super bumpy. Starting to pull power back a little bit, trying to get it at least under 130. take that. Maybe not. Oh my gosh, dude. Never-ending battle of keeping airplanes on the runway in Microsoft Flight Sim. All right, we'll let it roll one more. Jeez. Solid touchdown, and then it just gets away from you, man. Gets away from you in this sim for sure. We'll make a left on Delta, and then a right turn on Bravo. And we'll go ahead and go flaps up, landing light off, strobe light off. And what else? Low idle on the cutoff, or on the fuel selector. And we are going to have to cross runway 1230. And we'll do that by making a left turn here on Charlie. So we got cleared to cross, flip the lights on. I believe the gate is right in front of the control tower. Probably just send it right in here. We'll get the landing and strobe lights off now. Let's see, are there any lines or anything? Nothing. We'll just do it. Give them a little 180 and oh, the tug is moving on its own. I'll just more or less line up with the tug. Alright, we'll get the taxi light off. We'll go ahead and set the parking brake. We'll go prop feather and cut off on the mixture. And yeah, not the mixture, the fuel control, fuel selector. And we'll go beacon off, avionics off, starters off already. Go fuel boost off. Battery, or I'm sorry, standby power off, battery off. And that is pretty much everything on the shutdown. Let's go ahead and take a look at the post-flight. We're going to go ahead and submit it. See how we did. 93, we'll definitely take that. Let's see what we got. Negative 59 on the landing rate. I'll definitely take that. Flaps up on the climb. Again, I just don't know when it wants me to do this. Landing light off before 10,000. You can't win with this one because we don't go above 10,000. So yeah, you turn it off, and then also on the descent though, then you lose points for not turning it on because you never got above 10,000. So it's a lose-lose situation there, and I did have to pause it, unfortunately. So we would have done pretty good if I didn't have to do that, but take that. 1.1 on the G-force, an hour and 2 on the block, 55 minutes on the flight time, so pretty good. Like I said, leaving Williamsport should be pretty fun. Like I said, there's an ODP to comply with, so we'll definitely be looking into that, and we'll be heading back to Dulles here on the next flight. So hope you guys enjoyed that one, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace. All right, guys, what is going on? We're back here on the ground in Williamsport. Pretty interesting flight plan today. So we're leaving from Williamsport. We obviously saw on the way in, we got all kinds of mountains and terrain surrounding the airport. We're going to take off runway 9, which is the same runway we just came in on. So there's that. So we're going to use the ODP for departure, which is an obstacle. What does that stand for? Obstacle departure procedure, I'm pretty sure is what that stands for. Yeah, or just obstacle departure. And it's basically just like, so off runway 9, it says climb a heading of 087 to 2600 before proceeding on course. So we got to get to 2600 feet instead of 400, like normal. So we'll do that, and then we actually have an arrival into Dulles. So we're going to be looking at all that stuff on this flight. Let's jump inside and try to start working on things here. And we'll come down here, we'll go to flight plan, and we'll go 2 clicks. Oh, just kidding. Flight plan, 2 clicks. Nope, there it is. And IPT to Dulles. We'll activate and enter that. So, procedure, let's see, select departure. See, I don't know, it doesn't like let you do that, so I don't know. It's weird, but whatever. We don't really need like a departure procedure or anything like that, so it's just, yeah, it's just weird. So we're gonna be cruising down there at probably something like 8,000. Yeah, we'll go 8,000, maybe higher if we need to get over anything. Now, the arrival procedure into Dulles, it wants us on the Hyper 8. The Hyper 9, I'm sorry. Hyper 9 arrival for... Let's see, what's the wind doing in Dulles right now? 330 at 11. Rough weather in Dulles currently. 330 at 11, probably runway 1. We'll land south still. It wants us on 1 right. We'll take 1 right. Why not? Let's just do 1 right. So we'll just go runway 1 right. Transition, is it the transition for the approach or for... So let's go ahead and just load that up. And all these waypoints are, it looks like, from Lurch. So we got to be at about 10,000. So we'll cruise at 10,000. That's fine. And other than that, we're pretty much ready to go. We'll just test our autopilot real quick. Probably going to take a heading out of here initially. Yeah, what was the heading on the ODP? So it's in here, Williamsport, PA, IPT. So you're looking at the takeoff and obstacle departure procedure. Off runway 9, it just has a list of some minimums. So you're looking at about a mile for climate and visual conditions, 28 and 3. And so off runway 9, climb a heading of 087 to 2600 before proceeding on course. So we'll set that heading up 087 on the heading bug, I guess you could say. 087 and up to 2600. So we'll just bug 3000 initially on the altitude. For that. So we'll get rid of the flight plan. We'll keep the terrain up and let's start rolling to the runway. I love how quick it is to set up a flight on this thing. Let's get the taxi light on. Now we'll do pretty much the same thing we did on the way in. Let's just make this right turn here. We'll take Charlie cross runway 1230 and then we're gonna head on down to runway 9er, avoiding the tug here. Let's get our landing and strobe. Oh my, he did not just do that, bro. I was trying to avoid him and he just runs right through there. So then we'll make this right turn on Bravo. We'll get the landing and strobes off then. And we'll take it all the way down to runway 9. So we'll just see you there. All right, pulling up on runway 9. Let's go ahead and go. Whoa, no, 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 no. Oh. I lost it. Oh, no, dude. We got to start up the engine again. No. No shot, dude. That's actually crazy because our instructor actually told us exactly about this situation. And you're supposed to let it motor and let the ITT come down below 200 and everything like that. That's so funny because he literally told us that's exactly the reason in real life why it isn't just straight. The cutoff switch isn't just straight like this. And it has detents because when you're coming off the runway, if you forget to put it in high idle or something, you can shut it down and then it's not as easy as starting it back up like I just did. You have to sit there, let it motor, let the ITT drop down below 200, and then you can try to restart it. So that's actually, there you go. That's exactly why, there's a reason for everything. All right, anyways, high idle. Landing and strobes coming on, and let's kick it. It's a beautiful airport, just high stuff. So like I said, 2,600 feet, no turns till then. Our 400-foot rule is out the window for now. All right, 1,000 pounds. Engine instruments are in the green. Set takeoff power. Like, why do I have to put left rudder in? That's so backwards. I'm so confused. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. Rotate. Air above 85, flaps clean. Oh shoot, I forgot flight level change. Let's shoot for 104. And on heading. What did I say the elevation was around here? About 500, something like that. Elevation, yeah, 520, so 2,600 is about 3,100 MSL, so we'll wait for that before we do any turns or anything like that. And how does that do on... They're pretty good. There's not a whole lot off to our left side there, but it's, like I said, most of the stuff on the side. Actually, I don't know if it's... That's a good question. If it's 2,700 or 2,800. All right, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go autopilot for a second. I'm just gonna keep this turn coming. I'm gonna look at the flight plan, and we're gonna go direct to Lurch. I think, right? Is that our first waypoint? Yeah, it is. So we're going to go direct to Lurch. We're going to nav it up. Nav direct Lurch. And we're going to set 10,000. And 10,000 is set and check. GI1, we're heading to the southeast. So really we should be at 9,000. So we'll set 9,000. 9,000 is set and checked as well there. And then we'll go taxi light off, and we'll close the flight plan up for now. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually, let me see, is that in, usually if you're reading it, typically it's in AGL. Here's how that works. There's also no problem with going all the way up to 3,100 just to be safe. Pull that prop back just a little bit because the governor never works. We got 1,000 to go, 8,000 for 9,000. I wonder if I can really, I don't think I can really change these altitudes. All right. There you go. We just learned that together. All right, there's 9,000. We're gonna go ahead and just pull the power back just a little bit, really not much at all, and then just pull that prop back to about 1750, and that will do. 1748 is pretty freaking close. So at 9,000, we're direct to, we got, what, 78 miles to go to Lurch, and we are all set up for cruise. So we'll go ahead and let it run, and we'll see you guys when we get to Dulles. All right, guys, we started our descent down into Washington Dulles. Currently, the weather here is ID weather 130 at 4. 7 miles of visibility, light rain, broken at 3,100. So we'll stick with the one right approach, I guess. I don't see why not. It's only 4 knots right now, so we'll just stick with that. And what was the altimeter? 3,009. So we'll go ahead and set that. And yeah, like I said, we're just on our descent, and we will see you on the ground there in Dulles. All right, guys. We're on our descent down into Dulles. We're going to take runway 19 center for this approach. Got some rain sitting right on top of the airport here, as you can see. We're going to landing a taxi light on. And then we're going to check out the chart real quick. Approach. So we should be coming into Clars. Femco is the final approach fix at 1,500. Clars will be at 2,000. We're direct Clars right now. 12 miles out from that. We're hustling down. Like I said, runway 19 center. 190 at 4 right now. 3,009 on the altimeter, so we can go ahead and bump that up a little bit. We're going to bug up the heading, and we're going to go heading mode, and we're going to switch the CDI. 1130 India Delta Lima X-ray, that's what we're looking at, and then 191 final approach course, that's what we have there as well. 472 on the mins, I bugged up 470, and we have 1,500 at Femco, which we will have here in just a moment. And might as well arm the approach course, or approach mode, I should say. And 1,000 feet to go, or 3,000 for 2,000. I'm just gonna set it down to 1,500, and we'll go 1,500 purple. That's set and confirmed. Looks like that rain's moving out for us. That's nice. $1,000 to go, 25 for 15. Localizer captured, glide slope captured as well. So we're going to go ahead and set our missed approach altitude of 3,000 feet. 3,000 missed approach altitude set. Let's pull power back, get below 150, and then we're going to go ahead and throw in. We'll go the prop full forward as well. Get under 150. Flaps 1, or flaps takeoff, landing, I guess you could say. Pull the prop just up back just a little bit. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take over. Does that turn it back on? No, good. Does it? It does. Okay. Any day now. There it is. There we go. That might be one of our best landings yet. What's up? That might be one of our best landings yet. On center line, decent touchdown, floated a long ways, but other than that, not too shabby. We'll go ahead and vacate here on Yankee 3. We're going to go flaps up, landing light off, strobe lights off, and then low idle, and we'll cross here at, where are we crossing at? Yankee 4, and then a right on Zulu. Wait, is that? I'm sorry, this is the right turn. That's the cargo apron. Yeah. Look at all that rain out there. Yeah, I mean, center line was good there. Touchdown was pretty good. So, we'll definitely take that. Alright, we're gonna take this line just like we usually do here in Dulles. Alright, we'll stop it there, set the parking brake, and we're going to go ahead and go taxi light off, beacon light off, and then the fuel selector to cut off, rather the prop, and generator come off, fuel boost off as well there. We'll go avionics and battery off. Ooh. As well, and we'll hop outside. Right back where we started here in Washington Dulles. We're gonna go ahead and submit the flight. Williamsport to Dulles, 91 on the score. Let's see what we messed up. -92 on the landing rate. Interesting. Thought that was pretty soft, but we'll take it. It was good. Good form. Good form. Flaps up, maybe. Losing 4 points on that sucks. I did have to pause it and taxi light off. Why would it be off on the taxi in? Well, I mean, I shut it off before I shut the engine down, so I don't know what else it wants. And then the flaps were up. I pulled them up after we got off. So again, just kind of tanking the score here with these guys. But yeah, so next flight is gonna be to Morgantown, and then back to Dulles, and back to Morgantown, then back to Dulles, and then to Du Bois, and then we'll just kind of keep rolling from there. This will probably be the last schedule with Southern, and then we'll move on to something else. So hope you guys enjoyed that, a little turn there, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.